The fuel market is quietly splitting in two. On one side, gas that merely meets government minimums. On the other, fuel engineered to protect modern engines that now cost more to repair than some used cars. With direct injection becoming the industry default, injector failures are not rare events anymore. They are predictable outcomes. 10 years ago, gas was gas. Today, some brands are becoming the maintenance plan, while others are silently accelerating wear. The winners invest in detergency, additive science, and OEM cooperation. The losers race to the bottom on price, selling fuel that technically passes, but mechanically punishes. Here is what dealerships will not tell you. Many injector failures, rough idle complaints, and MPG drops are not bad engines. They are the result of deposit buildup caused by cheap fuel. And yes, the repair bill lands on you, not the pump. Translation: your engine is being slowly choked by carbon deposits that form when inferior gasoline burns incompletely. Smart drivers are not chasing premium badges. They are chasing top-tier certification because prevention is cheaper than replacement. Stick around until the end, because the final brand is the cheapest top-tier fuel in America, and it completely breaks the pricing myth. Number 1. Shell V-Power Nitro Plus. Once just a premium marketing brand, now positioned as the global benchmark for additive engineering, Shell has transformed from an oil giant selling octane ratings into a fuel science company that actually cooperates with automotive engineers. The shift happened when direct injection engines started failing at predictable intervals, and manufacturers needed someone to blame besides themselves. Here is the thing: Shell invests massive capital into detergent chemistry research. We are talking about additives specifically engineered to combat intake valve deposits on turbocharged GDI engines. The exact powertrains now standard in everything from Honda Civics to BMW M cars. Their V-Power formulation includes nitrogen-enriched cleaning agents that target injector tip buildup before it becomes a drivability problem. And get this: Shell is one of the founding members of top-tier fuel standards, which means they helped write the requirements that now separate good fuel from mediocre fuel. The standard requires detergent additive concentrations 5 times higher than EPA minimums. Translation: government-approved fuel can still destroy your fuel system legally. The consumer impact is straightforward: higher pump prices but fewer drivability complaints, smoother idle, and long-term injector protection that keeps your engine running as designed. You are paying 20 to 30 cents more per gallon to avoid a $2,000 fuel system cleaning or worse, injector replacement that can run $4,000 on luxury vehicles. Bottom line, Shell is the cardiologist of gasoline. Expensive, but you go there to avoid a heart attack. But if you think Shell is the gold standard, wait until you see what Chevron has been quietly doing for decades. Number 2. Chevron Techron formula. From legacy oil giant to the most technician-recommended fuel brand in America, Chevron did not stumble into this position. They engineered it through decades of obsessive focus on one thing: deposit control. While other brands chased octane wars and premium branding, Chevron turned detergent chemistry into competitive advantage. The data tells the story. Consistently ranked among the most trusted fuels by mechanics and technicians. Massive OEM backing of Techron additives across multiple manufacturers. Toyota, Honda, and General Motors have all publicly endorsed Techron-based fuel treatments. Translation: the people who repair engines for a living trust this fuel to prevent the problems they fix every day. Here is where it gets truly interesting. Techron is not branding. It is a proven polyether amine detergent system that aggressively cleans injector tips and intake valves. Independent lab testing shows Techron reduces intake valve deposits by up to 95% compared to non-top-tier fuels. That is not marketing spin. That is measurable deposit prevention that shows up in borescope inspections and fuel trim data. The real kicker is how effective Chevron fuel becomes for older engines already suffering from carbon buildup. You are not just preventing new deposits, you are actively removing existing ones. Drivers report noticeable improvements in throttle response, idle smoothness, and fuel economy within 3 to 5 tank fills. These are not placebo effects. These are the mechanical results of cleaner combustion chambers and freed-up injector spray patterns. Bottom line, Chevron is fuel system chemotherapy. Harsh on deposits, gentle on engines. But if you think only premium brands protect engines, the next one rewrites that assumption. Number 3. Costco Kirkland Signature. Gasoline, once dismissed as cheap warehouse gas, now one of the smartest fueling decisions in the country. Costco broke the paradigm that quality fuel requires premium branding and franchise markups. They applied warehouse club economics to petroleum distribution and accidentally created a top-tier fuel empire. Here is the thing about Costco gas stations: extremely high throughput. We are talking about fuel deliveries multiple times per week at busy locations. High turnover means fresh gasoline. No oxidation, no phase separation, no degraded volatility from sitting underground for months. You are getting fuel that was refined recently, delivered recently, and will be sold quickly. And get this: top-tier certification across all Costco locations. Same detergent additive packages as Shell and Chevron, same deposit control protection, same injector cleaning chemistry, but at prices consistently 10 to 20 cents below branded competition. Costco runs on thin fuel margins because gasoline is a loss leader designed to drive membership renewals and in-store purchases. The consumer impact is brutal for traditional gas stations. Why pay Shell prices when Costco delivers identical top-tier protection at Costco prices? The only trade-off is location convenience and the membership requirement, which pays for itself in fuel savings alone if you drive more than 8,000 miles annually. Bottom line, Costco is the loophole: premium chemistry disguised as bulk savings. But if you think Costco is the only quiet overachiever, the next brand might surprise you. If this video is saving you from a costly fuel decision, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Because we are exposing the truth dealerships will not tell you, every single week. Number 4. BP. Invigorate, formerly British Petroleum, rebranded itself as Beyond Petroleum, and almost everyone laughed. Then they actually invested in fuel detergent technology and created one of the most aggressive deposit-fighting formulations on the market. BP Invigorate fuel contains 5 times the EPA-required detergent additives, the exact threshold that defines top-tier certification. The narrative arc here is redemption through chemistry. After years of environmental disasters and brand reputation damage, BP needed differentiation. They found it in fuel science. Invigorate additives target the exact deposits that cause rough idle, hesitation, and reduced fuel economy in modern direct injection engines. Here is where it gets desperate. BP stations are hemorrhaging market share to unbranded competitors and warehouse clubs. Their response was not price cuts, it was quality investment. They bet that educated consumers would pay slightly more for proven engine protection. Translation: they are trying to win on engineering merit instead of price wars. The consumer impact shows up in real-world testing. Independent studies demonstrate that BP fuel restores lost horsepower and improves fuel economy in engines suffering from deposit buildup. You are not just preventing future problems, you are reversing existing damage. Bottom line, BP is proof that corporate redemption is possible when you actually solve consumer problems. But here is where it gets truly interesting, because the next brand is not even a traditional fuel company. Number 5. Mobil Synergy. Formula: ExxonMobil is the largest publicly traded oil company on Earth, which means they have the research budget to actually study what fuel does to engines over time. Mobil Synergy fuel is the result of that research, a top-tier formulation specifically designed around thermal management and deposit prevention in turbocharged engines. The data dump is straightforward. Synergy fuel contains 7 proprietary additives targeting different deposit zones. Injector tips, intake valves, combustion chambers, and fuel system components all get targeted cleaning chemistry. This is not shotgun engineering. This is precision detergent delivery based on where deposits actually form. And get this: Mobil works directly with OEM powertrain engineers during vehicle development. They test fuel formulations against prototype engines before those engines reach production. Translation: Mobil knows what problems are coming before consumers experience them, and they engineer fuel chemistry to prevent those problems proactively. The real kicker is Mobil's warranty position. They are so confident in Synergy deposit control that they offer component protection guarantees for engines using their fuel continuously. You will not find that backing from non-top-tier brands because they cannot afford the liability exposure. Bottom line, Mobil is the industry's North Star, setting standards other brands chase. But the next brand took a completely different path to the same destination. Community question: what gas station do you use, and have you noticed any difference in engine, performance, or fuel economy? Drop your experience in the comments, because real-world data matters more than marketing claims. Number 6. 76. Top-tier certified 76 is the brand nobody talks about, which is exactly why it deserves attention. This West Coast-focused chain operates in the shadow of Shell and Chevron, but delivers identical top-tier protection at consistently lower prices. They are the mechanically sound choice that branding-obsessed drivers overlook. Here is the thing about 76. They are owned by Phillips 66, which means they have access to major refining infrastructure and purchasing power. But they maintain regional focus instead of national expansion, which keeps overhead costs lower and allows competitive pricing without sacrificing fuel quality. The consumer impact is pure value arbitrage. You get the same top-tier detergent additives as premium brands, the same deposit control, the same injector protection, but at prices closer to non-top-tier competitors. Translation: you are getting premium protection at regular pricing, which is the entire point of smart purchasing decisions. And get this, 76 stations often have newer fuel infrastructure because many locations were built or renovated recently. Newer underground tanks mean less contamination risk, better vapor recovery, and fresher gasoline inventory. Bottom line, 76 is the smart money play. All the protection, none of the brand tax. But if you think regional brands are the only value option, the next one operates nationally. Number 7. Arco, AM/PM locations. Arco built its reputation on discount pricing and cash-only policies. For decades, that meant cheaper gas with questionable quality. Then BP acquired Arco and implemented top-tier standards across the western United States. Suddenly, the discount brand became a legitimate engine protection option. The narrative arc is transformation through acquisition. Arco stations now carry BP-sourced fuel with Invigorate additive packages, which means you are getting British petroleum chemistry at Arco prices. The catch is simple: cash-only purchases at most locations, which eliminates credit card processing fees and allows lower pump prices. Here is where it gets truly interesting. Arco locations are concentrated in California and the Pacific Northwest, regions with the strictest fuel quality regulations in the country. California Air Resources Board standards exceed federal EPA requirements, which means Arco fuel meets higher baseline quality before top-tier additives even enter the equation. The consumer impact is significant for West Coast drivers. You get top-tier deposit protection, California-compliant emissions chemistry, and consistently low prices, assuming you are willing to use cash or debit cards. Translation: the minor payment inconvenience saves you 10 to 15 cents per gallon while maintaining fuel quality. The real kicker is how Arco exposes the pricing myth. If a discount brand can deliver top-tier protection profitably, what exactly are you paying for at premium branded stations? Partly fuel quality, but mostly real estate costs, franchise fees, and brand marketing. Bottom line, Arco is proof that top-tier certification matters more than brand prestige, but the final brand is the one that breaks every assumption about fuel pricing. Number 8. Sam's Club. Members mark gasoline. Sam's Club is the Costco competitor nobody expected to dominate fuel quality discussions. Like Costco, Sam's Club implemented top-tier certification across locations, invested in high-turnover inventory management, and leveraged membership economics to undercut traditional gas stations. And like Costco, they are quietly winning the fuel quality war. Here is the thing. Sam's Club fuel follows the identical warehouse club playbook. Loss leader pricing, minimal branding investment, high volume turnover ensuring fresh gasoline, and top-tier detergent packages meeting the same chemistry standards as Shell and Chevron. You are getting the same engine protection as premium brands at prices that make traditional gas stations look like robbery. The data is brutal for franchise stations. Sam's Club locations average pump prices 15 to 25 cents below nearby branded competitors while delivering identical deposit control. Translation: you are saving $4 to $6 per tank without sacrificing injector protection, which compounds to $300 to $500 annually for average drivers. And get this, Sam's Club fuel availability is expanding rapidly. Walmart-owned fuel infrastructure is growing faster than traditional gas station networks, which means access to top-tier budget fuel is improving in markets previously dominated by branded stations. The empire is quietly being built one warehouse parking lot at a time. The consumer impact extends beyond immediate savings. When you consistently use top-tier fuel, whether Sam's Club, Costco, Shell, or Chevron, you are preventing carbon deposits that cause drivability problems, reduce fuel economy, and accelerate component wear. You are maintaining factory engine performance instead of gradually degrading it. The real kicker is how Sam's Club destroys the premium fuel myth. You do not need expensive branded gasoline to protect modern engines. You need top-tier certified gasoline, which is available at warehouse clubs for budget prices. Everything else is marketing, branding, and real estate costs that provide zero mechanical benefit. Bottom line, Sam's Club is the cheapest top-tier fuel in America, and it completely breaks the pricing myth. You can protect your fuel injectors without paying premium prices. You just need to know what certification actually matters. Here is what the industry will not tell you. Top-tier certification is the only fuel standard that actually protects modern engines. EPA minimums allow fuel quality, low enough to cause injector deposits, valve buildup, and drivability problems over time. Government regulations protect fuel companies, not your engine. The 8 brands we covered represent the complete spectrum of top-tier fuel availability. Premium options like Shell and Chevron offer maximum brand confidence and widespread availability. Warehouse clubs like Costco and Sam's Club offer identical protection at significantly lower prices. Regional players like 76 and Arco provide competitive alternatives in specific markets. But here is the brutal truth. Non-top-tier fuel is destroying engines across America right now. Cheap gas stations selling EPA minimum formulations are causing carbon deposits that lead to rough, idle, reduced power, decreased fuel economy, and eventually, expensive repairs that fall entirely on vehicle owners. Translation: you can pay 20 cents more per gallon now for top-tier fuel, or you can pay $2,000 to $4,000 later for fuel system cleaning and injector replacement. Prevention is always cheaper than repair. If this video just saved you from a costly fuel mistake, smash that like button and subscribe for more truth the automotive industry does not want you to know. Because at MotorMind, we are not here to sell you things. We are here to save you from expensive mistakes. Your fuel injectors will thank you.